Hello guys. Hey, it's an absolutely gorgeous day today. Getting ready to go on a little walk. But boy, it's like 74 degrees. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon right now. And just a slight breeze blowing. It's a beautiful day. Good day for a walk. So get ready. Here in a few minutes we're going to get out there and do a little walking. Alright, I am ready to go. You ready to come along? Okay, let's do it. So we are going to head east today. On our last walk, we were heading west. So we're going to go a little cross country. Got my hiking boots on today. I've been walking around in my sandals on my walks, but I don't know. It's not much protection. Today on the news, I heard about a guy in Arizona. I'm not sure where. They did say he was in a rural address. Got bit by a rattlesnake today. And I guess he was, it didn't just jump out and strike at him and bite him, but he stuck his hand into, I'm thinking it was a covered box for his water valve, and that snake was in there and probably just staying warm. The snake bit him. Being in a rural area, he knew an ambulance was going to be, too far off to get him to the hospital quickly. So he put a tourniquet around his arm and drove himself to the hospital. He said he could feel that venom flowing up into his arm. So yeah, I put my boots on today. I got this selfie stick. I don't know. Let's see if I can get used to it. I got bad shoulders. I got both shoulders of torn rotator cuffs. So it's kind of hard to hold my arm out like this for too long. Look at this ground. Just a thin layer of rock. And this goes, I've seen this all the way to Yuma. Just a thin layer, like one rock deep. Well, let's see here. And that's how this whole area is. It's just level, one rock deep. Just like a carpet of rocks. It's pretty awesome. And if you look at this from like Google Maps view, you can see it's like veins of this. And the only thing separating for instance, this section from this section to that section is where the water flows when it gets heavy rain. So you got these little washes, and it kind of cuts itself through these areas of the carpet of rock. It's just amazing to me. See, this is different. Maybe I'll pull up Google Maps, Google Earth or something, and do a screenshot and put it in this video so you can see what I'm talking about. So I rotated this screenshot so it'd fit better in this video. But you can see the dark areas where that's the, we'll call it the carpet of rocks, and then the light areas are where the water flows. So you can kind of see what I was talking about. But it's just amazing. how things can even live in the desert. See, it's a little bit green. And I don't even know, the other day it just barely sprinkled. I don't know how much rain they've got, but that's the first moisture, and it wasn't even measurable, that I've seen since I've been here. I definitely respect the desert and all the critters that live here. You see these all over the place underneath these plants. Just about, I think every plant has one just about. I don't know if you remember last year, I did some camping there at Four Peaks, and I'll zoom in on it. That's where I was camped. That biggest peak right there to the left, I was camped at the base of that, and I hiked up as far as I could before it, was unhikeable. I'm not a mountain climber. Not too many cactuses out here in this particular spot. I've got a few here and there, just the saguaros. But it sure is a pretty day. Last time I looked, it was 74 degrees. And right now, I don't even feel any breeze at all. Nothing. See, this tree right here looks dead, right? But nope. It's got some green. And then we got the holes under the plants. Something living in there, mice or something, snakes. All kinds of critters out here, scorpions, tarantulas. Got holes all over the place. And that's fresh. You can see scratch marks on that one right there. Somebody's house. Usually I see this stuff around like anthills. It's like an anthill right there. But then this stuff's away from it, so I don't know. Fresh scat. Hard to tell probably for you, but there is green on this tree. Looks like a spooky tree. Wonder if something lives under there. Either that or the water at one time just piled all that up, but I don't think so. I think that's a den of some sort. So while not beautiful, as in being lush and green, it has its beauty in its own way. And I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, there's animal tracks. I think we're going to have a pretty sunset tonight, the way these clouds are. It's just a thin layer of clouds. That usually makes a beautiful sunset. Some more animal tracks. I have seen no people. I've been here, I guess a week and a half. And I've seen nobody. Bunch of holes. Just all over the place. Well, this tree is pretty green. Like something was scratching at the ground here. I don't know if y'all ever seen, I know you've seen green leaves, but the tree itself is green. Even the trunk. It's pretty cool, huh? So I'm not going to give away the location where I'm camping because I don't want anybody else to know how to get in here. But I'll tell you how I found it, and maybe it's a good tip for you on if you're looking to do some remote camping. What I did was, And we talked about satellite view in Google Maps. Well, I looked at the area that I wanted to camp in, but there was just a bunch of campers, a bunch of people. So I looked at that area, and I looked at the back side of it, and I found a way to get in there. Isn't that pretty? And I thought I'd just go check it out to see if, there were any people camped back in there. So I navigated to the entrance area that I found, drove around, and pleasantly surprised there's nobody around. And I've walked, probably a mile and a half, 2 miles in 2 different directions. And at the farthest point, a mile and a half out, I could see some campers that were, still a mile away. So I'd say the closest people to me are, 2.5 miles away. Actually, more than that. So that's what I like. Well, anyway, I don't want to bore you to death. I'll go ahead and shut this off, and if I see anything interesting, I will bring you back in. Signs of civilization. I think this is basically the way I came in here. From that direction. I don't know about you, but I think that's pretty. I don't know how wildlife can survive out here. I know there's deer. There's no water. There's no lakes, no streams, except this when it rains hard. I'm not too far from the Colorado River, the border between here and California, but it's still a long ways, for an animal to walk. So it's impressive. Like I say, I definitely respect the life out here. Even something as simple as picking up a rock. It's not sandy here. But like over here, where we have our carpet rock, it's my new term for it. Look at all these tracks. You move a rock and you see a bunch of little holes, you know, where insects travel and live. So usually when I pick up a rock, I put it back where I found it in the same position to try not to disturb whatever lives in there. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. See those little holes? Guarantee you there's life under there. There's a camper. This camera's not great. This ain't my good phone. I ordered a new battery and a new charge port for my good phone, but I'm having trouble getting Amazon to deliver it to the Bouse post office. It's 2 different orders, and the first order got sent back. They refunded my money, and I figure that's what's going to happen to the second order too. Tried to call UPS, because supposedly they delivered a general delivery at a post office. But I could not figure out how to talk to somebody in person, and their automated menu doesn't give you any choices that relate to my problem. So I don't know. Pretty much give up on that. That's what I was talking about. This stuff being around anthills. It's almost like sawdust, you know, it's just trash basically. Ant trash. I don't know, kind of getting out of the vegetation. It's more interesting when you walk amongst the trees and the brush. Sun's starting to get a little low in the sky. Let's see what time it is here, 4:30. Don't want to get back too late, and I haven't showered yet today. I washed my hair and my face, but I figured I'd go for a walk, so I didn't want to take a shower and get all sweaty. So I'll get back, and well, it's still a little bit of sunlight. So it's a comfortable shower, not too cold. I'm secluded enough, I don't even put up my shower tent. Look at all the holes. Like condos. Nature's condos. And it is a Sunday. Well, this is a busy day. People coming out to the desert to play. And I haven't seen anybody. It's been windy the last few days. Not cold, just windy. Right now we're headed northwest. And this video is real time. I know I've been posting videos of our trip to Mexico and living there for 6 months. But I'm going to throw this one in here just to let you know I am actually back in the U.S. and to say hello in real time. So I'm not using any kind of GPS guidance. I'm just kind of walking around, and I'm curious to see if I'm going to come out close to where I'm camped. I do have it saved in my phone if it gets too ridiculous trying to find it, but I don't think that'll be the case. When I was camping in Comanche National Grasslands in Colorado this winter, I went out for a hike off trail, just cross country, and I did get turned around, and I didn't save my camp spot, but I did have offline maps downloaded because there was no signal, no cell signal, but it showed where that campground, because it was the actual campground where I was staying. So I used that to guide myself back. But that kind of taught me a little lesson. You know, when you're walking one direction, it looks a certain way. But when you turn around and you walk back the way you came, it's completely different. So you got to, pay attention to your landmarks and sense of direction, where you're going, where you're headed. And it's always a good idea to have downloaded maps. When you're offline, you can still use Google Maps. That's pretty handy. Well, there we go. I can see the expedition right now. So I'm in good shape. I'm going to head over and walk this way a little bit. One of the reasons I wanted to walk a little bit to the west of my camp spot was, I know I don't like to do this, but yesterday I took a little walk away from the camp, and I had eaten an apple, and I put that apple core down for whatever could use it. You know, I usually, I don't like to mess with nature. Just it survives just fine without my help. But I don't really like apple cores in my trash because you get them little bugs unless you wrap it up in a bread bag or something. Here's the animal tracks. Not animal track, animal trail. Anyway, yeah, I put that apple core out, and I want to see if anything grabbed it. And I definitely don't put anything out near my camp. I don't want to be attracting any wildlife. So that's a ways away. And let's see if I can remember where I put it. So let's go check it out. So I popped out here on the carpet pad that I'm camped on. There's the expedition. And I think where I put that apple core is just right over here a little ways. I think I was pretty close. I think my sense of direction is in pretty good shape. I think I put it right in here. Right on someone's doorstep. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is where I left it. I'm positive. And somebody grabbed it. Yeah, this is definitely the spot. Well, that's good. It went to good use. Let's see, it's a ways away from my camp spot. Yeah, I think it's gonna be time to head back. I am sweating a bit. You know, one thing I'd really like to do sometime is get a game camera. See what's going on at night. See them, what kind of critters are around camp. I don't know if I really want to know. But I think that'd be pretty cool. Just get a game camera with night vision or whatever. And see what goes on around me at night. Alright, we have arrived. Definitely worked up a little bit of a sweat even though it's not hot. Home sweet home. That's how I dry out my coffee grinds. I'll pull these out in the morning and empty this and put some new freshly ground coffee in there. Alright guys, yeah, a little bit sweaty. Got to show you that I'm sweaty. Thanks for joining me on my walk. Maybe I'll shoot some pictures of the sunset tonight and include those on this video. Like I say, it's Sunday, this is real time. I'll probably be up tomorrow, upload the video tomorrow. But anyway, thanks again. Appreciate you coming along for the walk. Adios. I never know where to look. Right there. Okay, see you later. And now for the sunset I promised you. Here's two pictures looking to the east. And here's the sunset. Okay guys, see you later.